They come in waves, especially early in the morning. Hey partner, can you meet me down here in the Lower River Road, Rincon area as well? I'm gonna have a group of 9 to 11 all family units. ¿Tienen documentos para estar aquí legalmente? Ok. Yo soy un oficial de la patrulla fronteriza, ok. Pase. Ahorita le doy algo. Aquí tengo, ok. Pase para acá. Pase con mis compañeros. ¿Están bien de salud todos? Un poco cansadas, pero...
They just keep coming. The border has never really been maintained. It's never been secured. So it has created an impact on us, even though we're 70 miles north of the border. We have a federal checkpoint here in Brooks County. Prior to arriving at the checkpoint, what they'll do, they'll get dropped off in vehicles. Say maybe 3 or 4 vehicles at a time. And each vehicle pretty much contains 15 to 20 people per vehicle. And they wander off into the brush or the east or west. And this is to circumvent the checkpoint.
You got a vehicle right here that looks like it was ditched. It's going to be just a mile south of the checkpoint.
This is the last turnaround before the checkpoint that you can turn around without them being able to see you. They'll ditch their vehicle, and unfortunately when they scatter, they leave a lot of things behind. They leave food, they leave water. But this is every day, every hour, non-stop, non-stop.
We have 944 square miles. Lots of it is just brush terrain. A few sand dunes in there, but it is kind of harsh.
This place used to be an old game house. It's very popular for undocumented to come and rest. To hide. I mean, being out here 100 degrees max that will get in the woods for so long, you're going to see this place and you're going to be grateful that you found it. We're primarily here to help because there's a big issue of trafficking going on. He might have missed the opportunity to help an undocumented person, a human, that was just left as an animal because the person that was smuggling them just got his money and left him. And gave him a promise that, you know what, just keep walking 30, 40 minutes, you'll be in Houston. You'll be living your dream.
¿A dónde iba? A Houston. No comí nada desde a mediodía.
¿Cuánto pagó para venir aquí?
55,000.
The average age has probably been around 23, 25, and usually from Central America, Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala. There's also been an influx of young children unaccompanied by their parents coming through also.
I know there's 2 miles left for them on their journey before they picked up in some type of automobile. I know they're thirsty. I just filled this barrel up with these 1-gallon jugs the day before yesterday. I put 10 in here and there's nothing in there left. It gets pretty thick with all this vegetation and stuff, and it's a good place to hide. What I can see here, at least 10 people spent the night. That's a very fresh water jug there. There's kind of like a cleaned out spot where 2 of them slept, another one there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over there. You can even see their little pillows. Probably, I would guess, about 10 that slept here last night and probably picked up early this morning.
If they get lost, they're pretty much on their own. If they get hurt, they're going to be left behind. This is the young lady that was being looked for, and she was actually found. She was called in as a missing person. Border Patrol has her in custody. This other person is the one that we're currently looking for right now. I believe it's his aunt that came by the office and gave us this photo. If he's out on the brush, it's very difficult to even pinpoint any specific location.
Whatever could happen will happen out there. They don't have the strength to keep going because they're malnourished, they're dehydrated. They don't know where the road is at.
Once the coyote senses some kind of disturbance, he gets skittish. Sheriff's office, and he'll leave. And just leave his party of 8, 9, 10 behind. It's despicable. How can somebody do that to somebody else? I don't understand it.
The guys don't care. They get paid cash, they'll leave them out there. If they have the strength to make it out to the highway, they will stand by the highway, sit by the highway, anything by the highway, and they'll wait for someone to show up.
21, just at 7:55.
Expires November 2014, 2008 carry all those on
Voy buscando el sueño americano, pero estoy perdido.
¿Tienes hambre?
Cuando salí debajo del árbol, hice mi oración y le pedí a mi Dios que se hiciera su voluntad, de que si alguien me recogía. Desde hace 15 días vengo, estoy perdido. No he comido nada. Solo un poco de agua que le pedí a mi Señor. Allá en mi aldea, allá no puedo sobrevivir con 40 quetzales, trabajar en el campo, sostener a mi familia, no puedo. Por eso me vine para acá buscando el sueño americano.
For the few that don't make it, that just literally sit down on a tree and that's the last thing they see. Their family members do not know if they ever made it. They will just unfortunately pass away and no one will ever hear from them again.
In 2012, there were 130 bodies recovered. That's only a portion of the folks that are dying on these ranches. We're seeing that number continue to rise, especially given the heat and given the number of individuals that are coming across the border. We do exhumations of the unidentified to determine a biological profile. These individuals are invisible in life and they're invisible in death, and they'll never be reunited with their families if we don't come and recover them now and start doing decent and proper forensic analysis. We take DNA samples and submit those to the national databases for analysis and comparison with families who've reported them missing. But if we're not able to connect that with family members, then we're not able to make an identification. They're coming because they're refugees. There is so much violence that's happening in some of these nations, these children will not survive if they stay in their home countries. So their families are doing everything they can to have enough money to help smuggle them into the U.S., knowing that there is a good chance that they won't make it safely here, but knowing that's the only chance that they have to survive the situation they're in.
On May 17th, the Texas Border Volunteers reported 10 illegal aliens criminally trespassing into the ranch.
There's about 300 of us. Any given watch, we'll have at least 30, sometimes more. 30 or more, we actually keep the Border Patrol pretty busy and even overwhelm them. They can't respond to all the traffic we're reporting. We want to try to catch all of those people and get them deported. They have absolutely no respect for me, my property, the Border Patrol agents, any law enforcement. Human smuggling, drug smuggling, prostitution, all these crimes are a great way to make a lot of money.
They're using these persons to make money off of them. And the chances of them of getting away with it is probably a lot better than them transporting narcotics at this point. Our system is not quite where it should be as far as immigration issues, and this is the end result. A lot of death and a lot of senseless death. These people have a face. They're human beings. They were someone's gift at one time, and for them to die like this, you know, shame on us for doing that. Shame on us for allowing this to happen. It needs to be fixed.